welcome to the finest tourist attraction place of Great Yarmouth, which is actually in Norfolk, in case you haven't noticed. And behind me, of course, is an upside down house. Now, of course, I don't know if anyone's actually lived there or rented there or actually paid to get inside there. Let me know in the comments either way. I do apologise about any wind that you are experiencing on your sound here, because the wind has got up here, and of course hopefully the sound sort of takes away a little bit of the wind coming from the sea. Now, of course, I'm situated just outside Sarah's Tea Rooms, which has closed today at 2:30-ish, but I think it was open till about 3. But, of course, the food probably finishes cooking and all that kind of thing in the kitchen at around about 2:30. And I've just been told, of course, I just heard in the background from a staff member saying that the actual Sarah's Tea Rooms closes for winter in November, in the November month, and open in March, which of course is the start of the season basically. So we're going to have a little bit of a look round here. It is overcast here, and we'll have a look at the hazy sunshine, which I can't see, obviously, from the naked eye. It's much better to see it through, of course, a lens like this. At least I can then zoom in. That's as far as I can zoom in, but you can see the sun there, the hazy sun. And Sarah's Tea Rooms just over there. And inside, of course, they do very good breakfasts, small breakfasts and large breakfasts, and all-day breakfasts as well. It's quite nice as well. And a pot of tea and a pot of water, which is quite rare for a restaurant these days. Even Sainsbury's don't do it, actually. Just think how well that would be good lit up in the evening. I find it very fascinating that no one's here now, because there were a few people earlier. It's because this is closed, everyone seems to disappear, doesn't they? Maybe it's not as warm as it was earlier. Of course, that is a familiar sight. That is the actual ocean bar at the back of the Wellington Pier. Lovely benches here. I could actually sit here all day if I'm really honest with myself. I might as well showcase the outside seating area, which is fabulous to see. Lovely flowers, by the way. Can you see that? Pause for a drink. That's for your dogs, by the way. And even the crazy golf course is getting a little bit more quieter now. So Sarah's Tea Rooms, of course, wheelchair and pushchair friendly entrance here. Looks like there's a leak coming from somewhere. I don't know where that's coming from. If you're experiencing wind here, I do apologise, and hopefully it doesn't pick up on the camera here. At least you can do your gardening here with the brooms here. So yeah, just look at that. Just have a quick little bit of a nose. There were a lot of people around here when it was open, and it's now empty, just because purely it's closed early, which is a bit of a shame really, but of course everybody has to go back to their own destinations or wherever they're moving on towards. But look at that, just amazing. We'll get up close up. This is the main promenade. It actually stretches all the way to the Premier Inn over there, which I've never stayed the night at. I'd love to, if anyone was to offer me a tryout. Even, of course, if Premier Inn wants to offer me a night stay. This is the view from the Sarah's Tea Rooms It'd be nice if they had some benches out here so you could actually see the view from here. It's nice to have a bit of a cool breeze along the coast here. When I probably go back into my room, it probably will be a little bit more stuffier. Now it's a pity that Great Yarmouth doesn't actually have any sort of sunbeds around here like they do abroad apparently. So I hope everyone's enjoying this vlogging video here, and don't forget to subscribe to us if you haven't already. Make sure that you do. Sorry, I had to stop my camera because people were walking by, obviously, to respect, of course, people walking by and all that kind of thing. So, of course, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on TikTok, and occasionally we're on X. Although, of course, I don't do many lives on YouTube. I have done them in the past, and when I do, please do come and see us. And yeah, a massive shout out to Cyrus Tea Rooms. I know I've mentioned them a lot of times, but you know, massive shout out to anyone basically that watches my vlogs. Yet again, some friendly people in the background there walking their dogs. You can see that as people walk by. I don't know if they're locals or not, or basically visitors to this area. Thank you for keeping Great Yarmouth tidy. No business waste. No household or trade waste. General litter only. At least it tells you that. By the way, Pleasure Beach is over in that direction here. Well, it does say on my phone camera that we're in Pleasure Beach, but it's actually Nelson Gardens, which is quite a nice garden actually. Oh, it's nice to stand on this sand here. So I'm sitting on this bench here, which is literally, you know, facing the sea this time. I believe there's a boat out there. Let's try and get it on camera if I can. Just about, someone's on a ski boat or something over there. It's a sort of an okay day for it anyway. So these benches are sometimes dedicated to loved ones that have passed away, loved ones or family members that have passed away. In loving memory of Tom Thomas Bell, 8th of the 3rd, 46 to 2nd of the 2nd, 2019. A wonderful dad and a granddad, forever in our hearts. Lovely, lovely message there. But yeah, you probably have to pay to actually have a memory put on a bench here, which is quite nice. There's probably another one on that bench down in the far distance there. You can see lots of benches dotted around everywhere, which is good. So you're never short of a break down here from walking. Do you know what? I feel very, very alright standing up, which is weird. Maybe it's something to do with the cool breeze. Something that I don't get inland. And something that it needs to improve when we go back to our own area, which is our own towns or wherever it is, especially my unique town of Hayville, Suffolk. It does need to turn into a tourist attraction, and we need to get that energy back into that sort of what feels like sometimes downhearted. I don't know what it is, but it's just something about it. But yeah, it is good in some places at Hayville Town, but of course in other places it needs to improve, like anywhere. I can see the lights coming up on here. Look at that. Well, I'm going to take in some of the sea air. We're going to leave you with about 2 minutes of the sea air, and hopefully, of course, you'll be able to hear the sea rather than the wind. Hopefully the camera or the microphone picks up the actual sound of the sea. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for watching this short video here. I'm having to get used to, of course, vlogging with this camera here on a stick, which I managed to bring along with me, which helps a little bit here, although it does my arm in a little bit. And I can see another speedboat over there. Let's see if I can get this one in shot as we listen to the sea. From all of us here, and of course from anyone from Great Yarmouth, Norfolk, we hope and we promise to keep that positivity for you.